Hey, Crash Test here, and welcome to some Star Wars Battlefield gameplay. That's right, same game, different name. This is the game type Dropzone. So pods drop, you have to claim them, defend them, deactivate them, and then repeat on another part of the map. So yeah, I'm just getting my bearings at the moment. You spawn at different ends of the map, so there's no point running around because as the combat is, it's a smaller map for Battlefield. Should I say Battlefront, the engagements are still quite long distance, so it makes sense not to run around and just kind of control the engagement and cut the enemy off when they try to reclaim the pod. So positives for this game: graphics absolutely fantastic. The Star Wars theme is a real attraction for non-Star Wars fans like myself. You can play in first or third person perspective. Third person is so much better. There's just a great FOV, and the attachments for the guns, or should I say equipment, aren't too bad either. You know, you've got grenades, L1 and R1, and you've got the triangle button, which is a shield. So obviously when you're taking heavy fire, you put the shield on, and then when you're claiming and capturing the pod, you put the shield on. Then obviously you can't shoot when you've got the shield on, but yeah, it's a good equipment. And there doesn't seem to be anything too broken or overpowered at the moment. So as you can see here, I'm playing defensively. There's no point running around. I know where they're coming from. I'll just cut them off. I could also camp by the pod, but this seems like a good area. So negatives. I don't like open overlooked maps, and from the maps I've seen so far, albeit only a few, they're all open and overlooked. I think that's just the theme they go for, so it's just something you'll have to put up with and adjust your playstyle. The hitboxes on the scenery as well seem to be quite big, so if somebody's head glitching, it's very hard to shoot them because you'll still be shooting the scenery. Maybe it's just because I'm not that accurate. But the worst thing is the hit detection and gun control and the kind of length of the gun battles. If you're used to Call of Duty and you don't like Battlefield, then you won't like this. You've got to be really stationary, or when you're running, you've got to be amazingly accurate because the guns just handle like you're in quicksand, and you just got a lorry on each arm. It's just really hard to control. Maybe it's me, or maybe it's just because I'm not a PC Master Race elitist and I've got a control pad and not a mouse and keyboard, but I find it really hard to actually control the guns. You know, when you compare it to Call of Duty, and that's my biggest gripe. You know, the long distance gun battles, well, you just got to control the engagement and just patrol certain areas. So we won this, we defended the pod, and it drops various spoils. So you pick them up and you get extra abilities and kind of like kill streaks, but yeah, they're not that good in terms of kill streaks. So yeah, the heat detection is slightly off, but that's because you've got to be really accurate, and combine that with the long distance battles and the kind of the gun control is really hard. Think of the worst LMG in the Call of Duty history, times it by about 5, and then imagine you're in quicksand, and that's just how they feel to control. It's even worse in first person. So if you use third person, then it's just more easy. I want a better word. So yeah. And I'll probably leave you there. So it's a decent game. I think I will pick up the full version when it's released, and I'll probably just stick to this game type because it's smaller, more Call of Duty-esque, and I think it's probably the environment where I can have the most fun, rather than the big massive maps where you just stand no chance of killing everything, and it's just not my cup of tea. So there you go. Fairly positive game. I think it should do well. It should steal some of Call of Duty's thunder, as like Destiny has, because Call of Duty has not been brilliant the past 2 iterations, but Call of Duty will still be the main game which people will go back to. I'm not sure how long I'll stick with this. It may only last a few weeks or a few months, whereas Call of Duty you can play that for 6 months and not get bored with it, apart from the last 2 offerings. So I'll see you next time. Cheers.
pod now belongs to the Empire.
We have picked up another escape pod signal.